Yes, we're live
for you.
It's live. In the chat, you're in the chat as well.
There's some wanker in the chat.
Who's that? Oh, Clarky.
Shouldn't diss the audience, but there we go.
And Alright, we started. We're good. We started.
Okay, so...
is this going out on audio as well?
I hope so, mate.
You got describe what people are seeing for the non-YouTube viewers.
Oh no, this ain't going out as a podcast. No, that's not going out as a...
No podcast, just a live stream.
There's no point doing a watch-along podcast, because like you say, you've got... There's a cat, there's a gun, there's a man, there's a bow. It's like... That ain't gonna work. Right, come on PlayStation, blow my mind.
There it is! I want you here. I know he's not going to be there anymore.
Just tell me that you're going to fund the return of Firefly and I'm all yours.
What the hell? It's captured on PC emulating the PS5 experience. You see that?
I did see that. You're about 2 seconds ahead of me, aren't you, whatever you're watching?
Oh, okay. I'll try and slow
that's
down.
Good fire, yep.
Why would it be...
on fire, good.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
Why would it be emulated on PS5? What?
Dragon Age?
Oh! That's Final Fantasy. That was a, whatever it's called. Choco Rocker? Choco Bocker?
Sergeant, let's summon their icon.
Final Fantasy, or the world of Final Fantasy.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
It's not Final Fantasy 16, is it? Oh, puppy.
Our foe will not relinquish them.
Is it a remake of an old one that we haven't played, maybe?
Oh god,
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua.
Oh, they've gone back to the action combat.
Yeah, you are about 2-3 seconds ahead of me,
So let you know what, I'll pause and I'll pause it for 2 seconds. Okay, I think we should be about the same now.
Big monster, fighting big monster. Chatting to person.
It was the Dalmex who drove back.
Yeah, I might be about a second ahead of you still, let me pause it again.
Chocobos.
Without the blessing
Ice.
of the mother crystal, we cannot
Bird.
stand
I'll tell you what I'm seeing as soon as I see it, and we'll see what we're like. I don't know how to describe that. Electricity.
Yeah, got that.
Yeah. A dragon, like a bird. Kicking someone over.
Okay, you're about a second ahead. That's cool, leave it.
That's fine. I'll leave it at that. Thanks, Woody. Woody's signing on to multiple accounts to get us some likes and views.
Oh yeah, cheers for that. Actually, I haven't even liked my own video. How do I do that? No, I'm not going to do that yet, because I'll break it. If I touch anything in this house, it's going to break.
By the way, bro, we actually need to talk about what do you think about this?
I don't know what to think, because I don't know what it is
You love 15. You love Final Fantasy. Not 15. 7 remake.
I loved 7. 7 is awesome. I don't know what this is. If this is 16, it looks more like Dragon.
Maybe it's that. Is it a spin-off one that we played? What was the spin-off?
It's more like Final Fantasy Monster.
The legacy of the crystals. Has shaped our history.
Oh,
I mean, this is, I think...
title. For us, a shit title. The legacy of the crystals.
I think this is going to be a big deal to some people.
This is the first thing they're watching. It's got to be Final Fantasy 16. Clark is probably shouting, so not he's watching this, but you know, he's watching.
It can't be 16 because, like, they couldn't have made it that quickly, did they?
How long ago was 15? 15 was bloody ages.
I do.
It was ages ago, wasn't it? It is!
See, I'm a genius.
Does that add up to 16?
No, I'm drinking beer.
Exclusive.
Oh no, they haven't got the bloke saying exclusive. So we'll do it for him.
I know.
Oh, pointy triangle, lovely.
That's a huge deal to a lot of people.
Yep. Oh, what could it be?
X.
An X. Oh my god. What could the next one be? It's a rectangle. Oh no, very wrong.
Okay, that's good. Why would we have
Okay,
one on
right.
the
So we get
PC?
one running in a PC, and then everything else is PlayStation 5.
PC emulating a PS5.
This
What?
is running on an Apple II computer,
Ooh.
emulating Miles Morales. Okay. Right, let's play spot the difference, mate. The difference between this and the original.
The original,
Like,
you mean the previous
Spider-Man
5
was
mileage?
2 years ago, whenever it was.
It wasn't snow in the previous one.
Well, there you go. That's it. That's a winner. It's probably Division crossover.
And I'm pretty sure we've seen scenes of this Spider-Man game with no snow, which means that there's different weather in this game. Because I can't remember in the previous one, it never rained, did it? Or anything like that? I can't remember. Definitely wasn't snow.
I don't remember weather.
So this means that there's different weather in this. Maybe there's like a day and, not day and night cycle, like a weather cycle.
I do have some breaking news for you, though.
Go on.
Willie's on the vodka.
Oh my days!
Shocker. Alright, so this is live, right? Okay. This is pretty. Look at the reflections, bit of ray tracing going on the water there, and look at the floor. They put that down there deliberately.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But it was a pretty looking game first
This
time.
reminds me of the beginning of
What do you think about Rio Morales? You gonna vote for her?
Uncharted 4.
Still hard
Mm.
to
Walking
make
through the
mom as
market.
a politician.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe that was in Tibet or somewhere, but you know, same thing.
Similar skill sets.
that was better than this.
People, educating them, making sure they don't throw things at each other.
I would just love to go.
Hi,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
Ryan Horton, creative director at Insomniac Games. We're excited to show you this first look at gameplay from Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up 1 year after the events of the first game. We find Miles' new home, Harlem, is in danger. Trouble brews
War
while Miles
sniper.
Rio Morales leads an election rally. A war between the devious energy corporation Roxxon and the Underground. A high-tech criminal army led by the Tinkerer
Transformers.
starts to break out. In this gameplay sequence, captured on PlayStation 5 hardware, the Underground attacks Roxxon, sending the rally into chaos in a fight that spills onto the Braithwaite Bridge, where the Underground tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, Newform. Let's take a look.
I want to see more of the swinging. I love the swinging in the first
I do
one.
like to swing, it's true.
Let's not shoot each other, all right?
If we do a Marvel bet, we actually might know who these bad guys are. Or are they good?
It always worries me when they've got those little shields like that, why the people just don't shoot their legs.
You can imagine the gameplay mechanic, can't you, straight away, and be like, oh, you need to get the shield off him with the slurp.
Use your web to pull the shield away.
The web, that's it, not the
I
slurp.
did that in the last one. So,
Yeah, didn't they?
Then grab as much as you can carry.
okay, license.
Mate, they're not gonna reinvent the rules, like gameplay
Yeah,
wise.
I just want to see why is it such a, why are they putting all their money on this?
Because the first game was it did really well for it was an exclusive game as well. Insomniac is a great company. They're a fantastic company.
Yeah, but now I've played it, am I going to play another one?
Good point.
The
I
reason
hear
it was so
you.
hot was it's like something different.
Yeah, something different. Like, we had Spider-Man, but not like this. And I guess you're right. We've already kind of had this.
It's like a DLC. I played the first game.
Here you go. We got gameplay right here. There's a little particle effect of the fire and stuff. I like it.
Again, old, I can only tell the difference.
It looks like the first game on steroids.
It just ramped up the shiny. It's a neon.
Oh, press triangle there when you see the red on his head. They've got the finishes in the game.
Yeah, all this This looks.
Oh, he's gone invisible.
He's got his camouflage on. That's why. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the first one. I don't know why everyone's so excited about the second one because now we've had the first one.
First one's incredible. But I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying. We've had the first one, so why are we?
I mean, it does look pretty.
Do we want?
I'll give it that.
That would be good. We didn't have that first. I don't know if this is just for the scene, but like, we didn't have like a. What, like, do you know what Battlefield call it? Battlefield 4 started doing it? Like natural, not natural disasters, but yeah, it was what was it? Like big events, when dam break, stuff like that. What does everyone? I'm looking at that chat. What does everyone think so far?
Well, Wally's quite impressed that the director looks a bit like Keith Urban. Everyone's stunned into silence. Clarky's still doing God knows what over the fact that Final Fantasy 16's coming out.
I can't believe it's coming out. I know they're saying that.
They didn't say when, did they? They said.
Yeah, that's. Mate, it was on a PC. It's not on a PlayStation.
It's like saying, oh yeah, Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, we all know Final Fantasy 16 is coming out. We don't need to.
Yeah. I excluding Final Fantasy 17 coming out as well. Oh yeah, this is He's going to put the. Oh no, he's not.
We did this boat scene in the first game.
I can't remember it.
I'm not being fooled by this. Don't you remember the boat with the ferry when the ferry got cut in half or something?
I don't actually. I completely the game, but I remember that.
So I reckon you're making it up now.
Mate, it was my game of the year. I can't remember the very bit.
He was on the ferry. It's that now on a ferry, I suppose. Just cut it out, wasn't it?
They did like putting in like the little cutscene. No, it looks amazing.
It looks.
I know what you're saying. If we didn't have the first one, it would blow our mind right now.
When that's a 16 quid game, I'll be alright for it, but I'm not sure it's a £616 game.
I can't see
Are you
it.
sticking with your 450 at the moment? Your £450?
I can't. It can't be over. It can't. At least like what they might do is they might make the digital one like 450. And then the other one 550. Are you saying 450? Are you saying 550 for the non-digital?
550 for the disc version, because I reckon they want everyone to buy the other one. So therefore,
yeah, so
450 for the Harry Potter Avalanche. Okay.
Oh, it's Harry Potter.
Okay. Come on. Now you got me.
Powerful binds together our long history. That common bond we share.
Is this the Harry Potter RPG that we've was
of Hogwarts.
leaked?
It's gotta be, hasn't it?
2 years ago or something.
Now it is time to add your own story to these hallowed halls. And
You know what the thing about Harry Potter?
the future of the wizarding world.
That's your loss.
Is it not set in the 1800s? When
Every
Present day.
portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story. Witches and wizards who came before.
This is gonna sell gangbusters, bro.
Here you will meet lifelong friends.
This is gonna sell.
And
That's
grow
Laycock. That's
into
down the
your
road.
It's gonna sell because it's Harry Potter. Everyone loves
This
it.
bit here.
But
This is Laycock Abbey, right? This is down the road from me.
most talented
You go there every fucking time.
And while
Really?
the journey begins at
Yeah, they
home,
filmed.
What is Harry Potter set where you live?
They filmed the first two
taming fantastic beasts
just around the corner down in Laycock.
and mastering spells.
I don't know how you watch it, to be honest.
Pet, you sound like you're in a Charlotte Jenkins. Shout out to you, my lady.
A world
All my
filled
Harry Potter
with
fans, where are you?
dangers
I'm here,
can't
right here.
Yet imagine. An ancient knowledge, long gone from this world.
Okay, this is.
That strange
they've done
and
this right.
mysterious talent you possess may be the key to
Well,
unlock
it's like an online MMO. That could be very interesting.
your potential.
I'll take the RPG.
Is limitless.
What single player?
Yeah, that'll be doing me fine. I want a tight story, single player. Which looks like what this might be. This is looking right.
Will reveal what you stand for.
Hey, you sound like you're in a tunnel.
The choice
love the show, guys. Thank you.
will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
I never got it, bro. I don't know why people love this thing so much. Never get it. Alright, coming out next year?
That'll be Christmas then.
That would do really good in Christmas, wouldn't it? That would be crazy.
I'm sensing a theme with these little intermissions. I'm not quite sure what it is though.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Vondrak, Creative Director at Raven. One of
Raven,
our goals
I've
as
never heard of
developers
Raven.
is to bring the game world to life
Raven
unlike
software,
anything you've
Raven
ever experienced, and the PlayStation 5 is
Raven
making that
developers.
happen.
Oh, I've been.
With the power of the new console, we've been able to significantly enhance the overall experience. From what you see in the world, how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you.
It's the clues in the background.
In
Pat.
Black Ops Cold War, you
is
have
it
been
Black
transported
Ops?
to the year
Is it Black Ops?
1981,
Yes, mate.
in the middle of one of the most
Oh, it's Black
dangerous
Ops.
times the world has ever known.
Raven developers,
of the
you
Cold
say?
War. The following is a portion
I
of the
thought
first
Treyarch
training
made,
mission where you've been given the
Black
name of a
Ops.
high-value target linked to the Iran hostage
I'm
crisis.
so confused.
But in true Black
I'm
Ops
such an
style,
idiot, I've already
nothing is as
pre-ordered
it
this.
seems. Take a look.
So Raven makes Call of Duty games now, or they have done for a while.
Yeah, they've done. They did the first Black Ops and stuff, and they did like support studio and something.
Before we get Arash. The team arrived in Turkey
So
2 hours
confused.
ago. They should be in position.
Don't take much.
Oh, I've got to put my phone on silent.
Airfield's just up ahead.
So they're really liking every single trailer we're going to see with gameplay now. I put money on it now. It's going to have water in it. Okay, it's priorities to ID. There's going to be rain or something. Just to show off the ray tracing.
It looks good, at least as well. All I want to know is there a hardcore mode?
They say that to all the girls.
That's what she said.
Mason, check it out.
You know Clark is going to be sitting going, yeah, but they're not doing anything new, are they?
Incoming truck.
He's got a point.
Siding with him.
Not Battlefield. What? Got Battlefield. Battle Royale mode was new. Like to the Call of Duty series. I can't get comfortable like this.
You can take your clothes off and it's fine. You're normally record naked.
That's a bit better. Someone sit a little bit further back.
That's gotta be Arash.
Hold fire. We need a positive ID. That's our man. Take him out.
Well, that can't be
Ooh, are they going to do this? Are they going to do the Sniper Elite bullet
They've left it a little bit late, haven't
They did. I called it. So they got that.
they? How the hell did he miss from there?
Oh! No! Grenade on it.
Why would you waste a grenade doing that?
Oh god. Whoa.
Did you put the, like, not for kids thing on the stream?
Well, you know what? I was thinking.
There's a lot of kids going to be watching this one.
Yeah, I was thinking, kids going to be watching this.
Any kids in the stream? Anyone in the chat, kid?
Did you see him slow down time? Yeah, that's nice.
See him slow down time. Oh, I hate these little buggers.
No,
So where did he just... Do you know, I mean, they're not small. Cars, right?
What were they called? RCDs? What were they called? RCXDs. How do you remember that?
Because it said it on the screen about 30 seconds ago.
Oh my god,
He's missed it.
Bro, what is TV? This is VR. I know, but it's VR. Like, you know the Medal of Honor's coming out in VR.
Yeah, it's not though. It just looks like the old one. It's got like switch.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah. Switch graphic. Who knows? Maybe we got a Switch. Nintendo. We might get a Switch. Coming holiday 2020. So
November. Probably 11th.
We hope you enjoyed that sneak peek at the campaign for Black Ops 4.
November 11th,
There are many more twists and turns along the way as you begin to
Next
understand
November
the
11th.
Can't wait for you to play it soon. In addition to the story campaign,
It can't be like
generation of multiplayer
too many
online
weeks away
content
from that.
and an all-new awesome zombies experience. Today, I have the special honor to announce on behalf of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer. Starting this Friday, PlayStation players will be able to play the multiplayer alpha exclusively on PlayStation.
This weekend!
And for those of you that are watching at home on your PS4, you can preload the experience starting tomorrow.
I
can't wait to see you online
come
Friday
on, mate. Do you have any idea how long it took me to
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Updates for the last game, and now you want me to install this? You gotta be kidding me.
Mate, that first weekend trying to play the alpha would be an absolute shit.
Money on whether all my updates will have installed by the time the alpha's over.
Blocks in my veins, please. There is also Nuketown's back.
Yeah, Nuketown.
RCXDs, yeah. And zombies back as well, I think. So hopefully. You said that as well?
Sorry, I said that. That was me, I said it.
All clear.
Come on, move! Chris? What the hell?
Chris Redfield?
Take him away.
What's this? Oh!
I was fucking right. Come on. Clarky, give it to me up now. Come on.
What is it?
In life and in death, we give glory.
Is it Demon Souls?
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again.
Oh, it's Resident Evil. The new Resident Evil. Yeah?
When you said Chris Redfield, it's probably Chris Redfield.
Is it Resident Evil 8, I guess, yeah?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Quit being so paranoid.
Yeah, everyone's Resi. Clark is very excited. Brad, you're excited for his co-op on again.
For her father.
What? Say it. Wait for a second.
But the forest greeted them with a dark.
Is it going to be VR, do you think?
Yeah.
The bush is empty.
Gotta be right.
Yet determined to find the bear, the rest broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees.
I like the way the mother didn't come and chase her.
Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on,
I'm going to try and change my viewing angle.
And into the forest deep.
That work better? No. Go back down. Seven was great. Remake 2 was good. This is going to be excellent.
It's just a
looks
local
like the
tale.
kitchen.
The same one in 7?
I don't know.
They do have those effects, you're right. That's perfect. Yeah. 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just add the count to make sure.
If it's just looking, window shop away.
Cool. No mention about VR at all, Vibesy.
Yeah, but there were
There
were a lot of kind of those like opening doors, like, you know what I mean? It looked like a VR shot.
Oh, is this some what is it called? They showed it. Definitely presents. They showed it at this PS5 launch, didn't they?
Yeah. It's a bit like a twisted No One Lives Forever.
You gotta learn how it works.
Shout out to No One Lives Forever, please bring that back.
Black Reef is a puzzle.
and each visionary is a different piece. Here's Igor.
I am a respected...
What do you think about this art style?
So many loops. I've learned to run circles around him.
Hey, over here!
You like it? I don't like it. That's what I was thinking. Team Fortress, like wrong. Like that.
I've tried taking my targets out one by one more than I can remember, but there is never enough time. I go after one, another lives. Because
You got any interest in
half
this
an
one?
island away, a different visionary is throwing his nightly cannibal.
Can't say I've got any.
I wish I did.
Alexis Dorsey.
I just don't.
Everybody shut up! It's my jam.
Igor's a big fan.
Clarky, he already dead.
He never makes it to the party.
Bradley, VR co-op pet? Bro, that would be amazing.
Here's the invite to the party.
PS2/overall vibes here. Wally's right.
He
It
made
really
some
is.
kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
I did it! It works!
That he makes every morning. Unless I get
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Fallout that game as well.
Well, it's guys who did Dishonored, Prey,
Yeah.
Kane, so it's
Which you really like.
I love Dishonored. I loved it.
no reason for
like
Igor
it.
not to
I
drink
really
his
do, which is why I really
disappointment
want
with
I
the
didn't.
I really want to
Now
like
I
this,
got a
but
shot at killing them both at the same time. In the same loop.
Is it something different? So like we haven't seen before.
yeah,
Kind
it's
of.
like a versus multiplayer 1v1, but it's hard to describe it. But yeah, it's got all this sort of like
Bioshocks a little bit.
It looks a bit like what was that game that everyone looks like? Are you happy for you?
Yeah, it does. When I first saw the marks, the first time I saw that, I was really excited.
Yeah, and
Not so much when it came out.
8 targets on my
it's a
list.
completely different game to what
One of them
going
with
to be.
grand plans for
Yeah. I think it got didn't it get released on what's it called? Like fast, like early access as well. And it kind of didn't help it.
Forgetting cult. I'm not like those other idiots. Only got one name on my list. Yours.
I'm not interested.
Can't play it anyway. It's a Bethesda. I'm boycotting Bethesda.
Exclusive.
Oh man, I wish I had one of those stream decks where I could like press a button and it plays an audio loop. I just have exclusive. World exclusive.
Oh my god, there I see a 5. Imagine a 5 pops up.
I see it 8, 9.
yeah.
God, if that comes true. Fuck.
Whoa.
Water.
Do not
See,
tell me.
What did I say? Every single
day. If our positions
Okay, I actually thought that was Street Fighter 6 there for a second.
be different, would I have your life and you mine? You a demon?
It is Devil May Cry. How did you know that? How did you know that? Looking at a puddle. Any Devil May Cry series?
Willie has a very good point there. He says he loves how it says PlayStation console exclusive and the tiny right at the bottom also says available on PC.
Yeah. I guess that's what they're doing is like a console exclusive, not. Yeah. I know. Maybe we'll be all over this game. Nathan's in the chat as well. Damn, it's a classic. I'll never buy Devil May Cry again.
There's a story there, man. I want to hear that.
I hear what you're saying. Like you're gonna buy PlayStation 5 and play the same game you played 5 already. Like 4 times already.
Rocky Ball Nintendo Switch to play the same games he's played 8,000
Yeah, I guess. That does look like every other Devil May Cry we've seen. Available at launch. Okay, cool. I echo what Nathan says. Yeah, that era's gone. I agree, bro. What does everyone in the chat think we're gonna see cost-wise? If I see a 5 in front of this console, I'm not gonna be happy. Oddworld is back.
No interest.
I'm getting PlayStation 1 vibes.
It's like Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer.
Did those fugitive morons burn down their own hideout?
Clarky says about Devil May Cry. It's a poor man's Bayonetta. I would rather play Bayonetta as well.
Quite like it.
For the combat, obviously.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, creative director of Oddworld Soulstorm. And we're excited to bring you an all-new exclusive trailer from the game. Here, our unlikely hero, Abe, finds himself fresh off the back of freeing his people.
I always found the name Abe
The journey is over, but soon discovers it has only just begun. The stakes are higher, the threats are larger, the obstacles are more devious, and it's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5. Enjoy.
Well, there's your money. He's earning shilling. Yeah, no, this is definitely to fill apart, man.
But how can that man? I missed his name. How can he come out and go? This is only made possible by the power of PS5. It just looks like. What am I seeing? Something disease.
That's a pretty looking game.
It's literally just
it says you can't do this on a PlayStation 4
or PlayStation 2. It's a sideways platforming game, man. They upped the resolution.
What I want now, I haven't seen this. I want a Lemons game.
Why the hold up? I could go for a sandwich right now. Well, we gotta get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here. My tummy's growling. I'm hungry.
They toilet break time.
To be fair though, they've games, mate.
Yeah, games. But I do want to see something like in terms of PSVR, like you know what I mean? I want to see some maybe I want to see something more.
Gregory, your friends are worried about you. They're here with me.
Half-Life 3, Ramsey.
Please,
It's happening.
Gregory, I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't
What the hell is that?
No, what is it?
It's been such a difficult day for all of us. Why don't you come out and we can play a game together? It won't happen.
It's Bioshock.
It was just a glitch.
Ding Dang Doo sounds like an awesome
It's like Freddy's game, mate, I reckon.
Is it really?
The
Teddy Bird.
Teddy Bear.
Friday, Teddy. It is Five Nights at Freddy's.
There you go. VR only.
Why?
Do you reckon they're going to mention VR at all in this?
It doesn't look that way, does it? It's like if they were going to mention it, why not mention it? You got a prime example of Resident Evil 8. If Resident Evil 8 doesn't mention it, then why? Do you know what I mean?
Willie wants to know, Pet, you know you're still echoing.
Damn it! Sorry, guys. Oh, should I try plug it in and plug it back out? Try that. Ooh.
Strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Oh,
Willie, let me know if there's any better.
Strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world
What is it, Wimsey?
Demon Souls.
Oh, it's Demon Souls.
Very pretty Demon Souls.
Is this a direct remake? Yeah, it does look nice. It looks like
It looks really nice. Is right. Yeah, it looks like that. You kind of have to with these games because the enemy placement and movement and stuff is so precise.
Yeah. But I mean, you can make Blood 2 as well, or new Demon Souls. Were these like I get confused with which ones were which. Like, were these the ones that was Prepare to Die? The Demon Souls.
Yeah, so Demon Souls was before Dark Souls. It was the first.
Dark Souls, yeah.
I had to get it imported from bloody Japan to play it, and it was just there's nothing else like it. And now there's
I don't know how you. Yeah. I don't know how you guys play it though, man. It's so hard.
It's incredible.
Oh, is that little thing on the floor where you go over it and make like a mess on someone else? Clarky, yeah. Oh, Nathan so far not selling it. I don't know if you missed it, but we did see Final Fantasy 16, and we did see Resident Evil 8. And Final Fantasy 16 was that an exclusive? I think it was, wasn't it? Console exclusive. Nathan, hoping for the Diablo 5 reveal later. Do you remember this boss, Wimsey?
Oh yeah. I mean, it looks stunning. I mean, that is.
It looks good. Well.
I mean, you can compare that to like Dark Souls. Really, it looks good.
You died. That's how the trailer ends.
Pretty much. That's how most of it ends.
Fighting big spiders like that.
That was
Does this have the same atmosphere that's Bloodborne? I love that atmosphere in Bloodborne.
You had kind of different worlds, so each world had a different
feel. I mean, it looks incredible. If you could play that type of game, I can't play this type of game.
Next time I go around your place, man, I'll tell you what. I'm getting Bloodborne.
We should just do a full gaming session around mine, you know.
Yeah,
like more than.
Well, as long as there's no more than 6 of us, eh?
We'll look at maps again, but from a different place this time.
I'm all up for that.
God Monsters? Oh, it's Fortnite. God of Monsters.
I mean, they're all the same, right?
There you go, Pritesh. I hope you're happy, bro. We're going to be playing Fortnite on the PS5.
Wait for it, Fortnite. PlayStation exclusive.
Available at launch.
Well, of course it is.
Interesting.
Because
it's the same game. Exactly the same game. No, I'm not saying that. Ooh. You know what I said? I want to see more. This is what I meant. What's the PlayStation Plus collection?
get
it a Game Pass thing?
had before.
A new PlayStation Plus benefit.
Can you kill something that big?
All games I've got so far, so hopefully it's not like here it is again. Oh, is this where they just reveal that anything you bought on PlayStation will work on PlayStation 5? Is that?
Like Game Pass, I reckon.
What for games you've already played on PlayStation 4?
No, I think this will be like a revolving. You'll have this many games available. Choose from.
Yeah, they can leave that one out of it.
Get out.
Well, we've played all these games, right? I don't understand what's going on.
I'm just showing you that I reckon it'll just be like a Game Pass thing, probably, where all these games are available to play for a subscription.
So what you want me to pay? You want me to pay monthly games already?
On your Game Pass is, mate.
It's time.
Yeah, but Game Pass has a new game launch day. Well, I mean, we're guessing now. We don't know what it is yet.
That's what we do. Yeah. Wait for it.
It's free.
Wait for it.
I'm telling you, it's free if you bought it.
Nah.
Is it not free?
Ongoing subscription with recurring fee.
So if I bought the digital version,
PlayStation Plus people, we get that at launch. That's just
for free.
You're paying your PlayStation Plus, right?
Yeah, but I'm not paying any extra.
So I think they're doing this instead of giving you 2 free games every month. They're just doing here's a library, and they'll rotate in and out.
That's
games.
sick.
Well,
That's sick. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than doing this 2 games shit, because those games got really whack in the last 18 months.
Yeah.
Okay, picture of console.
There it is.
Come on.
Have you grown to like the design of this? Have you grown to like this design or not? Because I still don't like the design.
It's gonna go behind my telly. It's gonna stay behind my telly. It's that horrible plastic marbling effect. Oh, I don't know.
All of it is just.
Like you wouldn't believe.
Here it is. The price. Here we go.
They're not going to they don't tell us.
360. 450. He called it.
Oh, there you go.
19 for us. One day before Xbox. No, one day after Xbox.
11th, isn't it?
I called it. I said 450. Let me hear the chat now.
Thank you all for joining us
today. What did I say?
And for being part of this amazing journey.
It's hideous. You pay for games,
generation of experiences. From everyone at PlayStation,
he called it. I did call it. I did call it.
450. You getting your hands on PS5.
359 was it 350?
Yeah,
To close,
359.
let me leave you with
450. Take it. 450 for the name one.
Is that it?
He said one more thing. I go mental. 450. I'm all in. I couldn't see a prime. I said it.
The time draws near.
Hunter. No, it's that lady. The lady.
Who's the lady?
Oh,
water.
War sign.
It said it.
How did it was already called you out?
Well, there's a God of War. There's already a God of War.
That's all we're getting. That's all we're gonna know. 450. That's a good price. That is a good price. I agree with it.
They're not done yet.
And 350 for the digital version is a very good price. Bro, 350 for the 359 digital version. It's nearly £100 cheaper than the Xbox. On the Xbox X. we're done. They've done the rule now. 450, and what do you think? Pre-orders probably next week.
Let's go. I can work out how to do it. There we go. Let's mute that shot out of the way.
We're not the first to get it. Overall, I think obviously the main feedback is the release date, which I think we saw was 12th for everyone else and 19th for us, UK. Oh, what's that? We never saw that game.
Just checking out the Xbox Series X. I'm sure it's the 10th of November.
10th,
so we're going to get
that's it.
So US will get it 2 days after, and we get it. Was it the 19th? Did we say?
We get it the 19th, I believe. I'll just check the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, Willie's saying blame COVID then.
Yeah, so I'll take 359. I don't reckon that's bad at all.
359 for the new PlayStation 5. Are you kidding me? Half the slaughterhouse are going to buy the digital version. They were saying from day one. So 359. Shit. That is really messed up the Xbox X, Series X. Don't you think? I think because they went first. I don't think this would have been 359. I think £100 cheaper. You can buy. That's a good price. 359. Not for me because I'm buying the 450 version. But.
So the Xbox is the same, isn't it?
No, the Xbox is 450 for the X and 250 for the S.
So PlayStation just stick themselves bang in the middle there. For £100 more, you can get PlayStation 5.
But the S is a significantly lower spec than the X.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay.
Than the X.
That's interesting. All right.
Damn. Well, let's not discuss the comparison yet. Let's just discuss what we thought. 450, 359. I can't see how we can.
To be honest, mate, I'm surprised at the lower price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that
we said 100 to £50, didn't we? We said somewhere between 100.
Best jump starter up there.
You are?
Fucking hell. The YouTube algorithm is fucked. That's all right. Yeah, I'm surprised. I am surprised by the 350. I thought it would be like, realistically, I thought it would be 500, 450. I thought there'd be like 50 quid difference between the digital and the disc version. I didn't think they'd be.
We said 50 to 100 last week. Yeah.
Yeah, I expected it to be like, honestly, realistically, 500 and 450 or 450, 400. I didn't expect it to be getting into the 350 realms. I really didn't. So that's
maybe they got worried when they saw the Xbox S launch for 250. And they go, oh crap, we got to compete.
Oh, it's a really difficult one, though, isn't it? I mean, like, if you're only going to buy one console, that's a,
so you literally got your pick now. If you want to buy one console, you can buy a lesser one for 250. You can buy a medium one for 350, or you can buy the top one for 450 now.
The tricksy one, isn't it? Who knows? What do you reckon of the games they showed, though? Any actual? I mean, like Final Fantasy 16, they led with.
I can see why. Final Fantasy 7 did really well for them.
It's a big title. It's a big title, but I don't really know. For someone, I mean, Final Fantasy 7 is the only game
you liked.
I ever liked it. Well, I mean, I haven't played many Final Fantasy. Let's be honest about it. Final Fantasy 15, I played until we got to the pushing the car bit, which was literally the first thing. So, but it was Final Fantasy 7 was all about the characters for me. You know what I mean? And that sort of Final Fantasy 16 with that kind of oldie worldy looking type thing, I wasn't so I don't know, that wouldn't sell it to me, but I totally understand. But then if you're buying a PlayStation, you expect Final Fantasy games, don't you, I suppose? So that's no new one there.
Well, no,
the rest of them,
I mean, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, I mean, out of the rest of the games, Spider-Man looked like Spider-Man, just a little bit shinier.
Which is a good thing. Don't say that like it's a bad thing.
No. I'm not saying it's a bad
thing. A little
thing,
shinier means 4. That's really good.
Yeah, no, it looked nice, but I'm just a bit like, if that was like if Spider-Man hadn't come out and that was Spider-Man, then I'd be like, wow, that's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I've already played it. I already know what it feels like. I already, I know what the mission structure is. I know what the combat's gonna be like. I didn't buy any of the DLCs for it. I'd had my fill. Do I need another one? But obviously, people are gonna buy it like you wouldn't believe.
Well,
the
you say that, but like,
go on.
I was gonna say like Call of Duty. I thought that Call of Duty Black Ops I think that looked amazing. That looked like the best campaign I've ever seen in Call of Duty. Like that little mission.
But I'm old school. I like my shooters a bit slower, but.
Well, I'm really glad they didn't do the jumping thing again and like the running on the walls and that
do
stuff.
That if they're going back to the 80s, though, really.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that looked really good, and we played that game a million times, man. You know what I mean? We played Call of Duties, we played the Medal of Honors, we played all those games, but I still want to play that game. That game looks really good. So,
other games
so they gave us that.
Nothing there surprised me. The only thing that really, I guess, surprised me was Demon Souls looked amazing. It really did. And the Harry Potter game, I'm actually quite interested. I'm quite excited by that. I don't know what that'll be like.
Yeah.
But I'm quite excited to see what that's going to be like.
Yeah.
If only just because it's something different, and I hope they get it right. But yeah,
I guess so. I mean, I'm not interested in that Harry Potter game at all. I didn't even understand it, like what kind of game we were getting. If it was an RPG, if it was an MMO, it looked like an MMO to me. You're saying it's not, but I don't know. I'm going to read out Vimesy while I'm here. I'm going to read out some comments from the chat as well.
Yeah. What's the bet in from the chat? Clarky will be saying
Willie's
something
saying
like,
that
I told you all this before. I'm a genius, even though he's given about 6
he's saying
he's
called it. I think I got it spot on, Clarky. Willie's saying that you can get the digital. He's talking about the Xbox. I think you can get the digital £100 cheaper. Oh no, sorry, the digital 100. Oh, he's talking about the PS5 non-digital. You can get the digital one, digital non-disc. You get the digital £100 cheaper and get a big ass hard drive for it less than £100. Is what he's saying. I'm not too sure, Willie. I'm hearing that the external storage devices, are going to be bespoke and going to be crazy expensive. For the Seagate one you got now on your PS4, that's going to go in the bin, mate. If you want to play PS5 games, I think. But we need clarification on that. Dean Dang Do is saying disc version for him, so 450 he's happy with. Scale Speed is here. Shout out to Rob. Follow his YouTube channel. Amazing content. Battlefield all the time. He's saying Vimes is getting both consoles.
I'm not actually, mate. I'm not. I would love to support Xbox, and I was very tempted by getting the S, but there's no point when I've got a PC that is better. My PC is basically Series X, the top one, the new one, Series X spec anyway.
Series X.
Probably.
Series X spec.
There's no point yet.
Wooly is saying PS5 for him won't be at launch though. He'll wait 6 months and wait for the price drop. Black Friday, November next. Yeah, he does say. I was going to read that one out. Yeah. Clarky is saying the biggest takeaway from that is how little Sony considers the UK an important market. I don't think that was the biggest intake, so. Clarky. I think that's a crazy statement. It's
because we haven't got a trade deal with the US anymore.
Maury Tiana All-Star, I probably killed that. Need FIFA with better pro clubs.
Well, yeah, okay. Won't these games
we need FIFA with better pro clubs. Completely agree, but pro clubs doesn't make the money, so they don't focus on it. What makes the money is...
See, what was interesting?
Unfortunately, the crap Ultimate Team. So they don't give us... I completely agree. Pro clubs is what we need, man.
So apart from...
will it have... Sorry.
Go on. I was going to say, apart from showing us the new PlayStation Plus, which I think is interesting because they're basically just saying, here's a library of our games. You get access to these as part of your PS, but rather than giving us those 2 games every month. It's interesting they didn't mention any other services. So I think Rob said, will it have Share Factory? So we don't know.
Yeah,
I think they'd be daft to lose
somewhere.
Share Factory just because of the popularity of streaming and putting content out there. I can't. If they lose that, I mean, Christ, Rob's channel's going to go down the Swanee. But
he's got a point though. He's got a really good point because we didn't see anything of the UI. If you remember the PS5 launch, if you remember the PS4 launch, we had a distinct scene where Shuhei was sitting in a seat. He was playing Killzone. He pressed the share button. It went to the thing. It went online. I mean, we've seen the controller, so we know a share button's there. But yeah, we haven't seen what apps we'll have with it.
You've got to think they'd be mad to do it, but then, you know, Microsoft shut down Mixer.
Yeah.
So I guess.
But how would you? But what does that share button do then? It just literally, it's like a Nintendo thing. It just goes the last 30 seconds. You assume.
No, they can
it
still.
Can't
You
be.
can still share your clips and stuff, but you can share it to Facebook Gaming or Twitch or something like that. So I mean, it's still
I hope
there.
not. Hope not.
But
Pritesh is saying. Sorry, Bamsey.
No, crack on.
I was going to say, have you got an answer for this? Pritesh, shout Pritesh. He's saying, why is Australia and New Zealand getting it before Europe? Australia and New Zealand were getting it with the Japan day on the 12th.
Yeah, I don't know the answer.
I assume just ships can go there.
It's just it used to do. They used to do this all the time. Do you remember when game releases used to be like by region? You probably don't because you're too young. You're a young whippersnapper. But you used to have to wait like a year sometimes to get the game released in the UK when it was out in the US or out in Japan before and whatever. So I don't know the answer to that. I presume it's just the regional area because of your like your DVD releases also used to come out like that, didn't they? So I presume it's just that.
Yeah.
It's like Oceania or whatever and
what, the club?
Whatever.
Shogun, shout to Shogun Pumba.
Hey, buddy.
He's got a really good question here, and we haven't seen this. What is the internal storage? We've got no idea.
I thought we did. I thought we knew that already.
We saw the Xbox. Mate. Yeah, I don't think we did, but yeah, you have a look. Won't these games be like 100 to 200 gigabytes each? So hard drive will need to be big, is what Maury Turner All-Star is saying. So I can answer this a little bit. No, they're not going to be big. I'm going to put. I don't know what's happening. This is what I've read. Okay, so the technology they use for next gen PS5 games isn't going to be like how it is on this generation. I don't know how, but basically because of the different state of I'm chatting waffle now, like I know anything about SSDs. But what I've heard is that no, they're basically not. They're going to be smaller because of the technology that's used them. So a 200 gig Red Dead won't be 200 gig on PS5 is what I've read. Well, I've read that for the Xbox, and I assume it's the same on the PS5. So, but we don't know. It's a good point. I don't think it works like that.
Have you stopped waffling yet, or what?
Yeah, but do you know what I'm saying? Though? Have you read that as well?
No, because I wasn't listening.
Basically, there's a question in the group in the chat going, "Oh, won't all these games which look amazing and look really hard to run, won't they be like 200 gigabytes each? So the internal storage has to be huge. If it's like
they already are, aren't they? Right?
Well, I've read that
COD's over 100 gig, isn't it? 120 gig.
Yeah, it is, but you weren't listening to me at all then.
No, I wasn't.
I'll repeat
I was
myself.
trying to read, man.
COD is over 200 gigs, so is Red Dead now on PS4. But what I've read is that the new games, they don't work like that on the next gen consoles. So a Red Dead, which is 200 gigs now, download it on the Xbox PS5, it'll be like 50 gigs, is what I'm reading.
You reckon?
I don't know how
I've got
it
it on my PC, mate, and it's pretty hefty.
Oh, I don't know if I reckon that. It's just what I've read. I read that about the Xbox, so I just assumed it applied to the PS5. Because he's right. If you launch now a PS5 which is 500 gigs, and 100 of that gigs is taken up by whatever before you've even turned it on, then you're going to download 2 games. But it can't be, right?
To answer that a little bit, the PS5's SSD is going to be 825 gig.
Is that a tera and then minus the stuff, or are you talking 800 minus?
It's 825 gigs. So I don't know how much the UI is going to be and stuff. Well, UI won't be a huge amount.
So you'll get like 700 or something, won't you? 750.
I don't reckon you'll get that. You can't. I mean, your UI is not going to be more than a couple of gig, is it? I don't know.
That's weird. Why would you do a console at such a weird number? Why would you not just go 1 tera then?
I don't know. We can spitball that, but we're gonna come up with anything educational.
So we've got 850. Shall I continue? Is there any difference aside from the disc drive compared to the digital edition?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not a single thing so far has been mentioned.
No, I've not heard anything to say this is like, you know, it's not like the S and the X where it's a slightly
No.
different.
I mean, we're pretty certain that the spec is 100% the same, but I guess the question is also implying, is there a difference in the storage? Because that would make sense. Like, if you're getting a digital version only, is that going to have more storage because I'm buying everything digitally, or is that not the case?
So, okay, so there is, okay, so so the only major difference, this is coming from Push Square, so the only major difference between the PS5 digital and PS5 standard is the 4K UHD Blu-ray disc drive. Okay, so that's the only major difference.
Drive.
However,
ooh, there's
if you want to take advantage of any PS4 to PS5 upgrades, you'll need to use the PS5's disc drive to transfer physical PS4 games up. So that's fair. If you've got the PS4 game on disc, you have to prove ownership, right? So you're going to have the disc drive to do it. If you've got it digitally from the store, you don't have to have the disc drive, obviously, so it's not making any difference. But if you're somebody who's well, okay, right. Let's say you want to play Spider-Man 1, the one that came out, or God of War 1, right?
Yeah.
If you bought it digitally off the store,
yeah,
and you've only got the digital PS5, you can play it on your digital PS5 because it knows you've got it. It's in the store, right?
Yeah.
If you've bought God of War on disc, you can't prove ownership on your PS5, so you can't put it in the machine. So you'd have to rebuy it digitally.
Yeah, I get you. Which does make sense because if I can't prove,
exactly.
Can't I prove ownerships by like the trophies I got? No, I can't.
Nah, because you could have flogged it, couldn't you? And whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like when we upgraded from PS3 to PS4, we had Battlefield 4 or whatever it was, and you had to put the disc into the PS5, and it didn't do anything apart from prove you owned the disc. That's all it did, and then it just booted the game up on the drive. So
it did.
Yeah,
we played that quite a lot. Cool.
Cool.
Petitia's also asking.
Like we know what we're talking about.
I know. Do you know what I mean? Petitia's asking. I didn't recall seeing anything about when pre-orders would start.
Didn't say anything, did it?
It didn't say anything. But if the Xbox is anything to go on, the Xbox comes out 2 days before the PS5. It said November the 10th. Not the UK time. I know it's not 19th, but 12th worldwide. November the 10th is the Xbox, and they're starting pre-orders Monday, isn't it? It was 2.
Yeah.
Or was it next week?
There's nothing on anywhere about when you can do the PS5.
No, but I would expect in the next 2 weeks, Pritesh. Basically, that's what Xbox did. They showed it last week, and they said in 2 weeks' time you can place pre-orders. So I would expect a week or 2 weeks max, because obviously this is coming out November 19th. We got to order it now. We got to order it in September. Quick time. Cheers, Pet. So are they not going to take the piss like COD did this year? That's in reference to the storage, Vimesy.
Mark.
That's what I read about the Xbox. Like Wimsey said, it might not even be true. So we could be having 200 gig games. I pray not.
I mean, if you're going to have texture packs that are going to be 4K across the board, and you're going to, that you could do, but they might have made advances in compression, which means that maybe that's not going to be such a big issue.
I'm just going to continue for now. Pumba is weighing in on the internal storage and SSD situation as well. Is he not? It's SSD is customer to work at smaller sizes, I think. It's SSD is customer to work at smaller sizes.
Customized.
Oh, customized is what you're trying to say. It's SSD is customized to work at smaller sizes, I think. Custom. Okay. Oh yeah, yes.
I'll go, but Pumba will know what he's on about.
Scale Speeder Gaming, shout out to Rob. Have Xbox stolen the show with the Xbox Series S at a bargain price of $250, or will we see the PS4 Pro for £200 or something else from Sony?
I don't think
that's interesting.
So he's from Sony. I don't think so. Well, I don't think Sony are interested in doing like a downgraded version. I don't think they're interested in kind of going, here's your standard, here's your digital, and here's your value.
No, Xbox, he's not saying that. He's saying
his second part is.
He's saying. No, he's saying, will we see a decrease in the PS4 Pro to compete with the Xbox Series S?
Oh, I see.
He's not saying there's definitely no other PS5. The only PS5s we're getting, there's no series. It's the same console, digital or non-digital. So what he's saying is the S, which is a different console to what the X is, like not completely different, but it's got different guts. will the PS4 Pro?
Confused.
Do you know what I mean? Could be.
I just think they stopped selling the PS4 Pro. Everything at the
that.
moment points to Sony doing everything the old school way, really. You know, PS5 comes out, you stop making the PS4.
Well, then he's right. Then does the S outdo the PS4 then? Because
well, the S will outdo the PS4, but the problem with it isn't about whether it's the price, but it's what can you play on it. That's the problem. I don't think it's been, you know, even if they what's
half the games there you can play on it.
What's the PS4 Pro you can what's that at the moment?
I don't know. 250.
I know Clarky's just sold his, so you probably flogged that for about 200 quid or something like that.
But bro, you can play Call of Duty. You can play. You can play lots of games like we saw today on the S in 4 or upscale to 4K or whatever term they're using to call it. It's a good point. It's still £100 cheaper. It's still £100 cheaper than the digital.
Yeah, when you talk about the actual prices of the next gen console, I think it's really interesting. It's kind of, you've got this, you know, 250 Xbox, even if it's like a 180p Xbox. You've then got your PlayStation coming in. What was it, 360? Oh, that's interesting. They called it priced it at 360. And then you've got your. Oh my god! Like my head couldn't get any more confused. Oh man! So 250 for the Xbox Series X, 360 for the PlayStation 5.
Just say 359.
Then you got your I've forgotten already. 450 for, is it 450 for both the Series X and I can't remember now.
There's not. What do you mean both? There's one Series X.
The Series X.
One console.
The Series X and the PlayStation 5 standard disc drive version. Are they the same price?
450.
Huh.
That's the whole point. That's what I just said. That's what I was trying to say. It can't be more than 450 because it needs to compete with the Xbox.
Rob's got a come back and says, yeah, the Series S will play everything the X. And yeah, I know, I get that. It's I was talking. This is why it gets confusing. I was talking more about the PlayStation 4 Pro. If you're saying, here's 360 for a PlayStation 5 digital, and then you do you drop that PlayStation? I don't know. It's all up in the air. I reckon.
But what he's saying is, can I save £100, £110, and buy? Why shouldn't I save £110 then and buy an Xbox Series S? He's got, he's got a point. But what I would say to that, my answer to that would be is the PlayStation 5, its competitor isn't the S. It's not competing with the S. It's competing with the Xbox X, which is at the same price, and if actually cheaper if you get the non-digital version. So it's not competing with the S. He knows that already. Hence why he said, "We'll drop the PlayStation Pro price." Because I agree with Rob. Probably the PS4 Pro competes more with the S than the non-digital PlayStation, I guess. Anyway, Pritesh has come back.
The S will play next gen where the PS4 Pro won't.
Yeah. So
it's not next gen. I don't know. It's just, oh man.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Pritesh is saying we got bumped on price compared to the USA. Dollars to pounds should be less than paying $3.60. Do you want to take this one or shall I? Because
what was it? So what, you want to go me through maths? Yeah. Shall I talk some maths?
Well, it's not.
Shall I do some price comparison? Shall I?
Pritesh is completely correct, but Pritesh, this always happens, bro. On every console, when they release the price in dollars and then show it in pounds, we don't get a good rate. We get usually like £50 to £100 more. I don't know why. Something to do with with British taxing, I guess. Is it YMZ something to do with our VAT or something like that? I've got no idea.
It's just about what do you call it? Comparison rates.
Yeah, but it always happens. It's right. Like it doesn't add up. It never adds up.
I'm trying to find.
And that's probably everything for now.
Yeah, probably. I was just trying to find the screenshot for kind of like the one that showed all the prices on the screen. There it is. Okay, so let's have a look here. Tech Radar, I've got it up as well. Of course, they have straight away. So yeah, so the PlayStation 5 standard is $499, $440, so £450, $400, and yeah, £360. So yeah, I'm still amazed it's that much cheaper. I really am. $100 cheaper.
The question is still out for me though. Like on day one of the launch of the PS5, I will still be playing. There's no real, like, we didn't get right. Here's what will you be playing on day one?
If they said, go Final Fantasy 16, God of War 2, Miles Morales, and another is out on launch. But yep, great, thank you. I'll have that.
Yeah, but now it's actually games that you can play on the PS4. FIFA, Call of Duty.
It's worrying me now. I'm thinking about that. Do you go digital or do you go disc drive? Because I'm now thinking, Christ, I've got a lot of games in there which I'd like on disc. All my PSVR games are on disc. And if I have to rebuy them on the store, it's going to cost me more than upgrading to a PS5 standard. Oh no!
Wait, for all we know, PSVR games don't work on the PS5. We've had no.
Oh, don't do that. Isn't there? Hang on, isn't there a VR port on the back of the PS5? Haven't we seen that?
I don't know.
Just nods. I don't know.
I don't know. I assume it will do. I mean, it looks like the same bloody thing. Like the design looks like a headset.
Yeah,
but,
of course it will. Of course it will.
But they're not selling it on that. That's for sure. I mean, maybe they're saving it for year 2, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, PSVR. There will be PSVR. Oh, I can't speak. Move controllers, motion controllers, VR controller, and all that stuff is going to be compatible with the PSVR on 5. So they're bound to be doing. It will play PSVR games.
It will play PSVR games. Okay, well then my question is, why haven't we seen any PlayStation 5 VR games?
Because I reckon they're waiting because they'll do a PSVR 2 showcase probably. Because they'll want the new headset with a better. So that'll be actually PSVR 3, isn't it now?
Bro, I really want a wireless PSVR headset.
Yeah, man. But if they do that, if they come out and they say, "Here you go," don't even get me going there. Ooh, send shivers. Anyway, I think that's probably us wrapped up, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you all very much for joining us tonight. Anything else before I do a? Yeah, Pritesh. Yeah, okay. Not even going to say it. Open alpha only on PS4. 6v6 modes combined dials. So this is Rob's getting back to us. Old scale speeder.
Fall Guys 2 on PS5 is what we're seeing. That was so hard.
On PS4. That's a novel thing. So yeah, that looks pretty damn. I'll be all over that at the weekend. Oh,
on the alpha, yeah.
I'm going away at the weekend. Oh, you. Damn.
Yeah, Pritesh, I hope you saw that, bro. The alpha is free for everyone on PlayStation. The alpha of Call of Duty is free for everyone on PlayStation this weekend.
Except for those people who are going camping with their kids in Weymouth. Anyway, I think that's a good note to end it. Listen, guys, thank you ever so much for turning up to watch the stream. It really means a lot because this could have been an absolute car crash. Who knows? It still might be when I listen to Pet's audio later on. We're looking to do more of these once I actually work out how to use this. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I've only just started. I literally installed OBS about an hour and a half ago. So to be honest, I'm amazed I got this far. So shout out to everyone who joined us in the chat. Thanks to Wooly, thanks to Pritesh, thanks to Rob, thanks to Mauritania, thanks to everyone else who's in there. It's been
Bradley, Nathan,
pleasure.
Adrian.
I can't even remember all the names. Loads of people, far more than I thought we'd get.
Wooly.
So shout out to all you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully, Nintendo Direct, we can probably do this again. And maybe there might be an option for us to do some of our podcasts live over this and maybe get some chat going as well.
Nintendo Direct is tomorrow. I just realised. Bro, it's tomorrow.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about. So anyway, thanks very much for listening. And I guess we're out of here. So bye.
Thank you. See you later.